Hi everyone, it's Wednesday the 7th of December, and this week we have War and Revenge as our challenge map set. We've got Princess, who is the star hero, and we've got non-heroes who are starting charged, so that should be quite helpful on a couple of these maps. The thing with this map set is there's only one map that actually has an incoming, so the rest are all auto spawns, which so if you're used to your threat reduction tactics, they aren't going to be much use this week. Not a big fan of the map set, must admit, but let's see what the weekend event is. This week we have radioactive. So if you are more active, you'll get more radios. The chance of them being in crates is increased. So it's a good week and to grind on the season missions. If you do one of the quick ones like Tara's Beach Life, then you can rack up quite a few phones in an hour. If you don't do that, then you're probably not going to notice much of a difference. So on with the challenge, and the first map is room service. So this is one of the easier of the maps because there is a trick to it. You start like this with a walker near you or in the room to the left. After the first turn, walkers will spawn in the bottom left room and the right hand room, and I think some come from the right, but I'm not 100% sure on that. What you want to do is get into this room and stand in this position, mainly with someone blocking the doorway with a survivor to their right. This is because it's a hard corner, and what that means is the walkers will target the person in the corner of the room, and anything to the right of that green line will not be able to reach them, so they'll wander away. So as long as you stand like that, nothing is going to come in that room and get you. You can wait for them to wander away, pop out, set them on fire and run back into the room, and wait for them to burn out. Do be aware though that there will be auto spawns in that room, so you'll probably have to deal with one of them at the beginning. And lastly, the last little trick to this is that you want to, once you've killed everything, you want to open all three doors at the same time. So standing near the doors so you can reach them all, open them all up. Once they're all open, you'll get an auto spawn, but you'll be able to run out of their range and to the line. So that's that one. Next map is Sanctuary. This one is a real pain. I used to hate this map so much. It starts with loads of walkers to the right hand side, and then after the first turn you'll get auto spawns from behind you or where you start and round where the end turn button is, and there'll also be some from the far right. Two ways to play it: you can either charge to the right as quickly as possible and get on the gate, or you can stay at the beginning where you are, move back into that corner, and when everything spawns in front of you, you can create a stun wall, set things on fire. A tank will spawn as well, sometimes from the middle, sometimes from the end. The spawns do stop. I don't know how long, it's quite a while. I think there's about 43 walkers to kill it in total. Once the spawns have stopped, you can move away from the starting line and just kill everything as you get to the door. When you start working on the door, one will spawn next to you by the door, and then another one will spawn on the turn after. So you want to make sure you're charged or have someone able to stun those when they come out. It's a time consuming map. Mercer's going to help, and probably a non-hero assault just to keep the charge points flowing from Princess's leader trait. Next map is Alexandria Knights. Probably the most frustrating map on the set, although not going to be too difficult as long as you've got a non-hero assault who starts charged. Starts with two freemen to your left, ranged and a melee. You want to make sure you can at least stun that ranged shooter, because otherwise he's going to come and hit you and at high levels put you straight into the red, which is why it's very frustrating. After a couple of turns you'll get walkers spawning from the bottom, and the turn after that they'll start spawning from behind you to the right of the map. what you need to do is kill those 2 freemen, which will then spawn another 2 freemen, which you will then need to kill. They spawn in the top left. And once you've killed those freemen, you can get to the exit. So you don't have to actually kill any of the walkers, but these spawns do get quite large as they come towards you from the right hand side. So you're going to be wanting to stun those behind you whilst killing the freemen in front of you. Fire is going to be really helpful on the freemen. I tend to get them stunned and move to the left hand side, bottom left corner, so you can get to the line when it's lit up. I'll show you a couple of teams on that one as well. Next map is Knee Deep, and these is kill the tough walkers. It starts with 1 goo walker on the map, and then after 2 or 3 turns another one will spawn at the top right. There are these pits that if you walk over they will spawn a walker. The walkers that spawn are actually a couple of levels lower, so you can use them to get charged up if you need to sometimes. Once you've killed both the tough walkers, you'll get an auto spawn on the line, so be careful if you're killing them when you're quite far to the right, but you've got some way of getting away from those or stunning them. Horrible map, not a big fan of it personally. There used to be a trick to this one where you could just charge it and not actually have to kill anything, but they've changed it so that you do now have to kill both the goo walkers. Incoming comes in on the line where you start and to the bottom just by you as well, so do be aware of that, and you can run back to the line starting point to spawn block some of them. But yeah, not a great map. Next one is Closing Time. This one you need to get to the gate on the right hand side and work on it for 3 turns, and then get to the exit on the other side of it. Quite a lot of this is down to luck. Getting to the right hand side isn't normally too much of a problem. You've got some feeding walkers, you've got a tank, but you can normally just get to the right hand side as quickly as possible. You've got a couple of walkers feeding down in the bottom right as well. The difficulty is when you start working on the gate, you'll get an auto spawn, and this can be from the bottom, it can be from the top, and that can alternate, or they can all be from one side. If you get it that all the walkers spawn at the bottom, then it makes it relatively easy. If they spawn top and bottom, then it gets a bit trickier. Charged assaults, princess charged assaults, you're probably going to be able to keep everything stunned pretty easily, especially if you got Yumiko in there as well. So it shouldn't be too much of a problem this time. Yeah, that's that one. Next map is Outbreak, and this one you have starting walkers to the left and a few to the right, including a tank, and then each turn after this you will have an auto spawn that starts from the right hand side. There is a trigger. It seems to be if you kill the tank and one of the walkers that spawn from the top cabin after the first or second turn, then you will trigger the auto spawn from the main house in the bottom left, and you'll get quite a few come out each time. Most easiest way to play this is get to the left hand side as quickly as possible, let them come towards you, stun them, kill them, then move to the bottom top left of the map for the auto spawns out of the house, kill all those. Beware of anything coming around the haystacks when you get towards the end. That's pretty much it for that one. It's killer walkers in waves. All you range people probably going to like it this week. It's very range orientated, these map sets. So you'll see a lot of Princess, Mercy, Yumiko, or Princess, non-hero, Assault, Yumiko, that sort of thing. And that's it from me, so thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.